ziggurat pieces have dried now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little piece of sandpaper now and just sand off any real loose pieces that are sticking off. Usually on the corners from where you cut it and stuff like that. Now if you really need it on there, you can kind of glue it back on. It all depends on what it is. Okay, on this one here I'm going to do a couple little snakes down the side and stuff, and I want to do stairs going up to the top. Okay, so you can see I didn't quite get it on here straight. This piece seems to be about the narrowest, so I'm going to use that as the stairs, because these are wide enough that the 1-inch guys will stand on there. Okay, so I'm going to cut my stairs on this side. As we're making this too, here's another tip. Make another little block. Okay, in this case I've cut this block so that it's the same height as up here. So if you got a larger guy with one of the, you know, bases or a stand or something, you can put the whole tray up there, you know, lay it on its side, and then you can do it on the bottom one. You know, that way you've got some options, eh? Like this here, and then it'll reach up to the top. Okay. So I'm going to take my knife. My stairs here, I've kind of marked here. This is 1.25 inches in, and this here is 1.25 inches in. So basically, just, you know, you want a 45-degree down. Okay. Don't go all the way through to, you know, all the way at the start. This is basically just marking where you want it to be. Okay. So like on the bottom pink piece here, I've cut probably halfway. Okay. Alright, now this is where you kind of make the steps. This is fairly easy. I'm going to retract the blade just a bit here. Okay. And I don't measure. You can use something like a, you know, 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch type step guide. So anyways, I'm cutting in approximately 1/4 of an inch, and I'm up maybe 3/16, 1/4 of an inch. What is that? That is 3 mils, 4 mils, or something like that. Okay, and then work your way up from the, you know, the bottom going up. That way you don't get into, you know, into trouble with your stairs. If you work your way from the top going down, invariably you get to the end, and your last steps they're just not going to work out, eh? So then you got to go up to the top and do it all over again. Takes forever. You want a sharp blade for this, so try to keep a sharp blade. I'm only going to do a few here, and then I'll cut the rest off tape and show you what they look like. So you can see I go up one step at a time, you know. Yeah, I don't know if you can see on there. Alright, so I'm cutting in the next height of the stair, and then I cut down from the top the width of the stair. Okay, and now the reason why we did the 45 is because at this point here I can just break that off. Okay, now you can see on the corners there it leaves a little bit. Okay, you can leave that there if you want, and then paint that like a green, and that can be moss and stuff growing in the corners of the stairs. It does look pretty good. You can trim it down a little bit. Don't really need to shape it because it's already kind of rough, and painting it, the eye will assume that that's what it is. Okay, the top stair you're going to have to kind of cut out, well, the top on each level. You want to cut that one fairly straight because that's where the eye is going to naturally drift to. So you want to try making that as the right height and the right width. Okay, so there's our first set of stairs. Okay, and we'll just do that all the way up to the top here. I won't do it on the pink piece. I'm going to end it on the blue. The pink piece here, I think I'm going to carve into sort of a sacrificial altar of some form. Okay, so I'll finish doing this. I suppose as I'm doing this, I know why I don't like the blue. It's softer than the pink. Pink stuff, you can find the pink, you know, go to a different hardware store, find the pink stuff, works better. Anyways, as you're cutting through this, you'll notice that sometimes you're cutting too far in or too far down. Don't worry about it. Once we coat it, the coating mixture, the paint, glue, water type stuff, it'll flow into those cracks and seal it and glue it all back together for you anyways. Just try to make your stairs look half decent from the top. Don't worry about cutting too far down. Okay, finished carving the stairs up to the top. I didn't have my angle quite right, so they went a little bit higher than I wanted to, but that's okay. So now on the sides here, I'm going to kind of carve these into snakes. And I use little wood rasps, okay? I've been able to find some really small ones. I was in a hobby store and they were fairly cheap. They were, I think, $10 or something for a set of 10 of them, so like $1 a piece. You can get, you know, bigger ones. These are fairly cheap too. A lot of this stuff is sort of made in China. It's no good for wood, but for styrofoam they're excellent, okay? And I'm basically going to round this half-inch piece, okay? And I'm going to just make this round on both sides. On the back side, I'm going to take the tails, this is why, because these are the snakes, I'm going to curve around the corner and taper the tails so that they're sort of over-twining each other right up against the edge. And in the front here, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have the head up here in the front right at the very end. But this brick here I may leave, I may just remove altogether. Don't know, or take the stairs all the way over. Okay, so I'll show you when I'm done. Of course, this is an optional type thing, you know, you don't need that. We could just make the stairs.